Hello everyone, welcome back. This is Zain here. In the previous video, we have discussed about various operations in Python list. In this video, what I'm going to cover is the rest of the Python built-in functions in not Python list built-in function for list. Okay, list built-in functions. Okay, there are a few built-in functions which help us to do some modification in the list. That's what we are going to see: sort versus sorter. Okay, sort versus sorter. Next, what we are going to see is stack and queue using lists. Stack and queue. Then what we're going to see next is nested list we already seen in the previous one. Then some built-in functions. Built-in functions. These are the topics that we are going to cover in this video. Let's go ahead and discuss one by one. What is meant by sort and sorted? Okay, one, sort and sorted. Suppose I have a list here, L equal to 4, 6, 7, 1, 3, 2, 3, 2. This is an unsorted list. Suppose if you want to get the list sorted, we have two options out there. Either we can use sort or I can use sorted. Where to use what? Suppose if you want to do the in place sort, then we can use L dot sort. L dot sort. Suppose if you want to get this value sorted, but whenever you're using sort function, sort built-in function, in place it will be sorted. That means this L will be converted into 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. L will be converted into 7. It will be sorted. Whereas in sorted, suppose if you want to get sorted, then we have to declare it into some other variable. Then let's go ahead and see the second method. Suppose if you have a list2, which L2 equal to 5, 7, 9, 1, 0, 12. This is my second list. Now, in this case, I am going to call sorted of L2, sorted of list2. Then that I need to save it in a variable, either it into some other way. I am going to save it as result. Result equal to sorted of L2. What it is doing, it will keep taking the entire value of this list and then it will sort and then saving it into the new variable called result. If you see, if you call L2, it will give the same value here. It will give the same value here like 5, 7, 9, 1, 0, 12. If you call result, it will give the sorted value 0, 1, 5, 7, 12. Sorry, 7, 9, 12. It will be giving the sorted value. Here, there is a second variable is being created. Here, this is doing in place sorting. These are the difference. Let's go ahead and see them in practical so that it will be clear. Suppose if you have a list L1 equal to 4, 1, 6, 5, 7, 8. Okay. Then I am going to call L1 dot sort. L1 dot sort. If you are executing this one, this is not going to give any output. In place it has sorted. If you call L1, it is giving all the sorted value 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it is sorted in place. Next, we are going to see L2 equal to 3, 1, 6, 9, 12, 0. Okay, 12, 0. And then I'm going to call sorted of L2. I'm going to call sorted of L2. Sorted of L2, it is giving the sorted value 3 instead of the original 1. We are getting the sorted value 0, 1, 3, 6, 9, 12. And what is the L2? L2 is same previous value. Then let's go ahead and store this value in L3. L3 equal to this one and L2 is this one. Now let's compare both of them. L2, L3. See, this is L2 unsorted value and this is L3 0, 1, 3. 6, 9, 12. This is the sorted value. In the previous one, L1 dot sort, we are calling this built-in function. This is sorting in place. The L1 itself will be sorted. Whereas in sorted of that list, what it is doing, it is creating altogether a new variable, or it is altogether it is saving a new location. We can save them in another variable called L3 or some other variable name. Then it will store that variable or that sorted value in the L3 without touching L2, without touching L2. L2 will be untouched. This is the difference between sort and sorted. Let's go ahead and see the second one, stack and queue. Stack means we are stacking items one above the other. Stack means stack means last in, first out. Whoever come last, they'll go out first. Whereas queue, first in, first out. Queue is first in, first out. Suppose this is a stack. Okay, this is a stack. We have values coming in this one. He came first, he came second, third, fourth, and fifth. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Who comes last? The last comes 5, and he will go out first. That is what is called last in, first out. Okay, only after all the other elements goes, the first one can come out. Whereas in first in, first out, this is in a queue. Suppose this is my queue. Okay, this is my queue. Suppose if this is in a pipe, 1 came here, 2, 3, 4. This case, it is going through this queue. First came, they have to go first. That is first in, one has came first, and he has to go out first. He has to go out first. This is called queue. This is stack. This is queue. First in, first out. In stack, how can we do in stack? Suppose if you have a list, okay, list. How to add value to the list? We can use append. We can use append. Okay. In queue also, if you have a list, to add the element, we can do append. Then here, last in, first out. Last in, first out means we have to use pop function or pop built-in. Here also we have to use pop. But there is a difference. There is a difference. Suppose if you're just giving pop, what are the element which last added, what are the element which we have last added, that will be removed. Okay, added or append. Whereas in case of queue, we will be giving the value 0, pop 0. Pop 0 means it will remove the first, it will remove the element which got added first. Okay, in this case, what are the objects added or append first will be removed. Let's go ahead and see them in practical so that it will be clear. Stack and queue. Suppose you have something called L1, or let's take some fruits as the example. I'm going to add some apple. No, this is not, yeah, no, it is good. I have these many objects available in this fruits basket. Okay, suppose if you want to add one more object, then we can go ahead with fruits.append orange. Okay, if you want to add more fruits, then fruits.extend orange, mango, pineapple, so that we can have more than one value append at a time, because to the original. If you see this one now, fruits, if you see this one, we have added one, that is along with the apple, banana, and cherry, we have added orange. Along with this, I need to add 3 objects at a time, or 3 list object at a time. Then we had to add, instead of append, we had to give extend, so that it will be the whole the whole list will be extended with the new list. Let's see fruits. You can see apple, banana, cherry, orange, mango, pineapple. This is the one which got added last. This is the one which got added last. This is second last. In, first out. Stack means last in, first out. Last in, first out. last in first order. How to do this? So we have seen how to add, that is how to push the data. Adding means we are pushing data into this stack. Then we have to remove the data. There we can use pop. If you execute pop, it will be at the last added element will be removed. Then fruits. Okay, or we can execute together so that it will be clear. Okay, I'm just removing the element using pop and executing fruits. It will see. Let's try this one. Before removing the object from the stack, this is the value. Then we are going to remove the last added object, then execute it once again. Then after removing the object from the stack, that is also this one. Let's go ahead and execute. See, this has been removed. Pineapple has been removed. If you execute once again, let's copy this to the next line and see. Again, from the mango, it is removed mango. This is the new list. And again, from previous one orange has been removed. Again, or again the orange removed. Now only 3. Again, cherry has been removed. Then again, banana has been removed. Now again, now it is a empty list. If you execute once again, it will throw exception. So it is a pop from empty list. This is called last in first out. Whomever has entered the stack last, they have to go out first. That is last in first out. Then this is about this last in first out or stack operations in list. Let's go ahead and see. Let's take this one, fruits. Q means first in first out. Let's go ahead and see the queue operation using list. When you want to remove in a queue format, queue means who came first. Apple came first, banana came second, cherry came third, orange came fourth, then again orange came fourth, then mango came fifth, and pineapple came sixth. In this case, L2 dot pop, same thing, but the thing is we are going to specify the index value of 0. Let's execute the same thing here. Instead of fruits, we can say L2. Here we are saying 0. Okay. Now, what is going to execute? See, before removing the object from the not from the stack, Q. Okay. Q. Let's execute this once again, and this one. Let's see this before L2. This is L2. L2 is saying apple, banana, cherry, orange, mango. Before removing the object from the queue, L2, then we are going to remove the first element, that is first come, first out. Then this one. Before removing the object from the queue, this is 1. After removing the first object, this is first come, first out. This is the output. Then again, removed. Now the empty list. If you execute once again, it will throw exception. That means pop from the empty list. So if you see this one, this is removing from the first, whomever added first, those are getting removed. This is the stack and queue operations in list. Hope you understand this one. Let's go ahead and see few of the other built-in functions in list. Okay, L1 equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let it be 10. Okay, no problem. Okay. Then what are the built-in functions? Suppose if you want to know the max of this list, what is the maximum or max size, then we can see max of L1. It will be maximum value is 10. Then minimum of L1, that is 1. Then what else? Count of L1. Sorry, L1. Now count. Sorry, I was about to discuss length, not the count. Length of L1. It will be the how many elements are there. We have seen max, min, length. Let's see the sum of L1, and it will be the sum of all these elements, that is 55. Then if you want to get this is already sorted value, then that we already seen how to do the sorting and all. These are the common operations, list operations, which we can perform on an iterable object called list. Hope you enjoyed this video. See you in the next one. Bye. Have a good day.